The fundamental principle of finance is the time value of money, which recognizes that a sum of money has a different value today than in the future. It means that any regular person would prefer to receive an amount of money today rather than the same amount in the future. Conversely, if given the choice to receive money in the future, one would expect to receive a higher amount to compensate for the time and potential opportunities lost. Hello everyone, my name is Rafael, I am an electrical engineer, and in this video I would like to debate with you the time value of money through 11 exercises covering percentages, simple and compound interests. Let's begin with some simple problems of percentages. Exercise number 1. During a law enforcement checkpoint conducted on a highway, it was observed that among the 25 vehicles subjected to inspection, 4 exhibited irregular documentation. What is the percentage of irregular vehicles? That's the question. Let's go to the solution. To calculate the percentage of vehicles with irregular documentation, we proceed as follows. The total amount of vehicles inspected was 25, and among them 4 presented irregular documentation. Then the percentage of irregular vehicles will be the ratio between the number of irregular vehicles with the total. That is the division between the number of vehicles with irregular documentation and the total number of vehicles inspected times 100%. And this is equal to 60%. What does it mean? It means that 60% of the total were caught with irregular documentation. Okay, my friends, this is all for exercise 1. Let's go to exercise 2. The entirety of a company's workforce, consisting of 360 employees, underwent clinical examinations to evaluate their blood cholesterol levels. Within this group, 35% demonstrated cholesterol levels surpassing the suggested limit for this kind of test. What is the number of employees with a rate higher than the recommended by the test? This is the question, my friends. Let's go to the solution. And to find the number of employees with cholesterol levels surpassing the suggested limit, we can use the rule of 3, such as see that 360 employees are equivalent to 100% of the company workforce. We want the number of employees with cholesterol levels surpassing the suggested limit. We're going to call it X. And this X is equal to 35% of the total. This is the rule of 3 that we are using. We are going to divide 360 divided by X is equal to 100 divided by 35%. We multiply this 100% times x is equal to 360 times 35%. And from this we get that x is equal to 126. And the conclusion that we get is that there are 126 employees with cholesterol levels higher than the suggested limit. And this is all for exercise 2. Let's go to exercise 3. Question number 3. A store retailed a pair of pants for $36. The manager decided to increase the price of this model of pants by 15%. What is the new value? Okay, my friends, let's go to the solution. And to find the new price after a 15% increase, observe that the new price is equal to the original price plus 15% of the original price. This increase of 15% is over the original price. We are going to apply the 15% increase on the original price. In this way, we find that the new price is going to be equal to the original price was $36 plus 15% of the original price. 15% of $36. In this way, it is going to be 36 plus 15 over 100 times 36. And this is equal to the original price plus the increase. The increase was $5.40. And the new price is 41.40, in other words, $41.40. Okay? And the conclusion that we get is that the new price of the pants is $41.40. And this is all for exercise 3. Let's go to exercise 4. Exercise number 4. A tourism agency announced a 20% reduction in the price of its package to Argentina, given that the original price for a 5-day stay in Buenos Aires is $3,400. How much will this package cost? That's the question, my friends. Let's go to the solution. To calculate the new price after a 28% reduction, observe that the new price is equal to the original price minus a discount, which was said to be 28%. the reduction, the original price was said to be $3,400 American dollars, and the discount is 28% on the original price. %28 of 3,400. Calculating, we find minus 28 over 100 times 3,400. The original price was 3,400 and the discount or the reduction was 952. So the new price is gonna be the original price minus the discount, which will be then $2,448. Therefore, the new price of the 5-day stay in Buenos Aires after a 28% reduction is $2,448. Alright, my friends, this is all for exercise 4. Let's go to exercise 5 now. Exercise number 5. Following the initiation of an advertising campaign by its primary competitor on a digital platform, a store experienced a decrease in the sales volume of a certain product, declining from 197 units to 106 units. What was the observed percentage reduction in sales? Okay, my friends, this is the exercise. Let's go to the solution. And to calculate the reduction in sales, we proceed as follows. Observe that the absolute reduction in units sold was reduction was 197 minus 106. This is the absolute reduction, equal to 91 units not sold after this advertising campaign by its main competitor. To calculate the percentage reduction, we do the following. The initial sales, 197 minus the final sales, 106, divided by the initial value, which is 197, and this multiplied by the 100%. Okay? Calculating, we find approximately 46.2%. What is the conclusion that we get? We conclude that the observed percentage reduction in sales is approximately 46.2%. The store observed a 46.2% reduction in sales of a certain product after the advertising campaign of its main competitor. And this is all for exercise 5. Let's go to exercise 6 now. Exercise number 6. Ryan borrowed a sum of $800 from an acquaintance. under a simple interest arrangement at a monthly interest rate of 2%. He has undertaken to repay the loan after a period of 4 months. How much will the interest be in this transaction? That's the question, my friends. Let's go to the solution. As the interest is simple, it will be applied only at the principal or present value. Okay, and to calculate simple interest, we'll use the reasoning. Simple interest is equal to principal or present value times the rate, the interest rate, times time. Okay? What was the principal? The principal was $800. The rate is 2%, but we don't use the rate in this way, in percentage. We use in decimal. And at the time, 4 months. Okay? With this reasoning, we find that the interest was $64. Consequently, the interest on the loan will be $64. And Ryan will need to repay the original loan amount of $800 plus the interest. So, how much would Ryan need to pay? Ryan would need to pay 800 plus 64, which is $864. Exercise number 7. Lydia has made a financial investment amounting to $700 in an investment fund characterized by a monthly compound interest rate of 2%. Question: determine the balance of her investment after 1 year. That's the question. Let's go to the solution. And to calculate the future value of the investment with compound interest, we will use the expression. Observe that the future value, okay, is equal to the principal times 1 plus the rate raised to the nth power, in which FV is the future value of the investment, P is the principal amount, the initial investment, R is the interest rate in decimal, and N is the number of compounding periods. Substituting the values, FV will be equal to 700 times 1 plus 0.02 raised to the power of, what was the time? 1 year. The exercise said that the time was 1 year. 1 year is 12 months. Okay? Calculating, we find that it is, you can use your calculator, alright? This is hard to calculate with pen and paper. Use your calculator. Raise this number to the power of 12, multiply by 700, and you'll find $887.77. Therefore, after 1 year, the balance of Lydia's investment would be approximately $887.77. Okay, my friends, this is all for exercise 7. Let's go to exercise 8. Exercise number 8. In a country suffering from uncontrolled inflation, the cost of 1 kilogram of meat was initially $50. In the next 2 months, it underwent consecutive adjustments of 15% and 20%. What are the revised prices following these adjustments? Okay, my friends, let's go to the solution, and to calculate the revised prices after 2 consecutive adjustments, we follow the reasoning. The revised price will be equal to the initial price plus an increase in price. Okay? The revised price number 1, after the first increase of the price of a kilogram of meat in that country is, the revised price number 1 will be the initial price plus the increase number 1. The revised price will be the initial price $50 plus the first increase. The first increase was said to be 15%. 15% of what? 15% of the initial price, okay? 15% of $50. And in this way, calculating, we find that it is 50 plus 15 over 100 times 50. And if you calculate, you find that the revised price is $57.5. After the first increase, the price becomes $57.50. Now we are going to compute the second increase, the second revised price. After the second increase, a kilogram of meat in that country will cost the revised price will be equal to the revised price number 1 plus increase number 2. Observe that this is over the initial price, but this is not. This is over. This increase is on the revised price, okay? And in this way, we find that it is going to be 57. The revised price number 1 is 57.5 plus the increase. The increase is 20% on 57.5. And now calculating, we find that the second revised price is $69. Thus, after the second increase, the price of 1 kilogram of meat in that country is $69. Okay, my friends, this is exercise 8. Let's go to exercise 9 now. Exercise number 9. David requested a loan of 1,600 from a financial institution and subsequently repaid the sum of 1,740 the ensuing month. What was the interest rate charged by the finance company? The solution is going to be to determine the interest rate charged by the finance company. We may follow the reasoning. The interest the absolute interest, not in percentage but in dollars, the interest is equal to the principal times the rate, the interest rate. And the amount repaid is equal to the principal plus the interest. Okay? Thus, the amount repaid was said to be 1,740. The principal was said to be 1,600 plus the interest. Calculating this, we find that the interest was $140. Using this value here, we know that the interest rate will be equal then to the interest 140 divided by the principal 1,600, and we discover afterwards that it was 8.75%. Okay? What did we do? We understood that the amount repaid was equal to the principal plus the interest. The company charged an interest. This is the amount in dollars and this is the rate. You have to understand the difference between the interest in dollars and the rate in percentage. We calculated the interest in dollars here, 140, and we went to this equation. The interest is equal to the principal plus times the interest rate, passing this dividing 140 divided by 1,600. The interest divided by the principal is the interest rate, and we discover that the interest rate charged by the finance company was approximately 8.75%. And this is all for question 9. Let's go to question 10. Question number 10. The retail price of a pair of pants, originally priced at $40, was raised to $46. What is the percentage increase in price? That's the question, my friends. And the solution is to find the percentage increase in price. We first calculate the difference between the original price and the new price. Price increase will be equal to the new price minus the original price. Okay? And the new price is $46, and the original price is $40. And the price increases, therefore, $6. Alright? Subsequently, we divided the price increase by the original price and multiply by 100%. The percentage increase is equal to 6 divided by 40 times 100%, and this is equal to 15%. Okay? This is how we calculate the percentage increase. Observe that we did the following. Okay? 46 minus 40 divided by 40. Why did we divide by 40 instead of 46? Because we are calculating the increase not based on the new price. We are basing on the original price. Okay? So we are calculating an increase over the original price, not the new price. That's why it is 46 minus 40 divided by 40, and this times 100%. Okay, this is the increase based on the original price, and this is 15%. Okay, and this is all for exercise 10. Let's go to exercise 11. Exercise 11. The production output of a factory in April of a certain year experienced a reduction of 25% compared to the output in March. Subsequently, the production in May surpassed that of April by 8%. The question: how lower was the production in May compared to the production in March? That's the question, my friends. Let's go to the solution. Let's consider P March P April and the P May as the production output in March, April, and May respectively. Let's calculate the reduction in April with respect to the production in March. The production in April is 25% lower than in March. P April is equal to P March minus 25%. But 25% of what? 25% of the production in the month before, the previous month. Then 25% of P March. And this is equal to P March minus 25 over 100 times P March. And this is equal to 0.75 P March. Similarly, we are going to calculate the increase in May. The production in May is 8% higher than in April. Thus, P May is equal to P April plus 8% of P April. That is P April plus 8 over 100 times P April. And this is equal to 1.08 times P April. Alright? So far, we've discovered that P April is equal to 0.75 P March, and P May is equal to 1.08 P April. To relate May with March, we may substitute. Let's substitute. We are going to P May is equal to 1.08 times P April, but April, as we know, April is equal to 0.75 P March. And in this way, multiplying, we know that relationship between May and March, which is 0.81 P March. Now, to find out how much lower the production in May is compared to March, it is necessary to understand that the reduction from March to May is equal to P March minus P May. Okay? The reduction is P March minus P May, which is equal to P March minus P May with respect to P March, 0.81 P March. And this is equal to 0.19 P March. So, what does it mean? The production in May is 19%. May is 19% lower than the production in March. Alright, my friends, and this is all for this video covering percentages, simple interest and compound interest. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned from it. I am a teacher, guys. If you want to book a lesson with me, use my WhatsApp number. Goodbye!